Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. My name is Ana Gil.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And today we have an amazing show for you, as always.
That's right.
But today is extra special because we have an amazing guest, the one and only Katie Fawkes. She's going to be here talking to us about everything. She's actually going to be delivering what is happening in the world of Ecamm. So you're going to hear that today. We're also going to talk about social media and social updates.
That's right. And we also have trivia for you.
Of course.
Of course.
And Katie has selected an amazing trivia. So prepare your fingers to answer quickly.
and good luck.
Yes, because it is a great merch. So other than that, we are just going to be covering amazing things and greatness here. But before we get started, let's say hello to the fam. Paul, thank you for being here.
Good to see Mr. Moderate. As always, thank you for everything in advance. VHA's Club Video Podcast says, oh my goodness, so excited.
Hey.
Nintendo Legal is here.
Hello.
Matt Haas is here. Yes, it is time.
It is that time
ENM.
again.
And he's singing Lights, Camera, Live in Action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction.
Okay. Wait, how does that go? What?
Leslie's the...
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Robert, hello. Good to see you here. Happy Monday, George.
Robert.
Luis, hello.
Luis.
Good to see you here.
All right, everyone. So we're going to get started with the amazing ELA that got started. Adrian has his Ecamm Live Academy. And for those of you who are not familiar with it, you should be, because that's where you get to learn all the ins and out of Ecamm Live.
That's right. If you're just starting out Ecamm, or if you are a seasoned Ecamm veteran, we always have tons of alumni rejoining Ecamm Live Academy. It's for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
It's going to be an epic semester. We call it semesters.
Semester. You can call it semester. That could be a semester. We are actually going to be there at the end of the semester.
Yes.
On a class on how to use graphics inside of Ecamm Live. So if you are going to be joining, we will see you there as well.
That's right.
Yeah, so let's get started with what's really hot. And what is really hot? The Super Bowl last night. We have to talk about it because it is Black History Month, and oh my gosh, it was delivered. And this year's theme for Black History Month is African Americans and the arts. And yesterday was artistic. It was very artistic. We have Usher, right? And we all saw it, so let's give it a round of applause. I have my things, and I'm gonna give my reviews here because of course right? Why not?
Give your review.
At first I was a little worried. I was very nervous for Usher because the beginning was a little rough. And as a performer, right, I used to perform a lot in front of a lot of people, and that is not easy. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, he rehearsed so much for this, and here he is. And then the audios, there's some issues with that audio. And it reminded me of all of us. When we prepare our run of shows, we prepare the lighting, we have rehearsed the content, and then the audio's not working. That's what happens. So everything just, right? And then it got saved. When the rollerblades came out, the audio was good after that, or was it because the performance was so good that the audio just seemed okay?
For me, I wasn't paying attention to the audio. I wasn't paying attention to the performance at all up until Little John came in.
Got it.
Yeah, that's when I woke up. Little John came in, Ludacris came in. I was like, okay, now you have my attention, because we always compare. The Super halftime performance to something past years that was far greater, right? Mm-hmm. What did you think of Rihanna's last year, right? It was okay, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't up there as like, one of the best ever.
Yeah.
For me, it was 2 years ago when Dr. Dre and Snoop and 50 and Eminem came. That was incredible. So that is like my latest standard for a Super Bowl halftime performance. And I can only compare that to when Lil Jon and Luda came out, and the energy just amplified then.
Yeah. It would. In my opinion, that made the show. Had they not been there, it would have been rough.
Yeah.
But I was. I don't know about you all, and I want to read it in the comments if you felt the same thing that I was feeling. It was tough. It was hard to see at first. I missed what everybody's talking about when Alicia came in, the piano, and Usher, and they were talking about how like. I missed that because
Swiss
I wasn't.
Beats is gonna be waiting home for Alicia, giving Alicia the side eye when she gets back.
I'm not sure about what's happening here, but let's see in the comments what we're talking about here right now. Let's just check it out and see what your thoughts are on that.
Daniel Chi, good to see you here.
Hello, Daniel.
Mr. Roth, hello, good to see the Dans are here in the building. Robert MacArthur says, I love the comment placeholder. Yes.
Thank you.
One of the latest features for Ecamm Live. Matt Haas says, I love sports ball.
Okay.
Sports ball. Referring to Ecamm Live Academy. It's a really great training. Says VHS Club.
It is.
And the semester lasts 6 months, says fellow alumni Paul Duncan. And Robert says he killed it.
Yeah, he was good. I was worried though.
Yes.
I will hold that.
The halftime show, epic. I was only focused on the dance moves.
My son is watching, and my son is like, "Wow, he took his shirt off."
Turned down for what?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that was yeah. The second half was great.
I did not like the rendition of "Lift Every Voice," and no one is over here knocking Usher, Doc. So I don't know who is.
Nobody's knocking
under
Usher.
The influence here. So don't know what you're referring to.
So let's put on this picture of our guys here that we have.
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah,
look at them.
This is the turn up moment for me.
This is when everything just went amazing. Like, yes, here we go. And let's talk about, like, real quick, because we just have to, right? It was a great production, and a lot goes behind it. The singer, when she came, that's when everything turned up. Look at her. I'm like, yes, you're a good girl.
She killed it.
She did. She
killed it.
She was incredible. She was amazing. And going back to the shows that you're like, okay, I have to measure up to this one, right? It was after that I liked it.
Definitely.
I liked the rest of the show.
It warmed up.
It did. It definitely warmed up. So we have our first Do You Know for you, actually, about this. So if you all have been watching the Super Bowl, which you have, you might know this. So do you know? The average cost of a 30-second commercial spot during the Super Bowl was reportedly $7 million.
That's right.
$7 million, right? And all the artists, everyone, like, as we know, like, they don't make money when they perform. However, our girl Rihanna, right? Our girl Rihanna, she last year, right, when she performed, it was last year, she took out her Fendi makeup and she made $44 million just by taking out that little to powder her face. Look at that. So she went there for free for 12 minutes and she made $44 million.
Yeah.
Imagine if we show up at a show and we say, hey, we are ENN hosts, and then when they come back afterwards, we get 500 viewers.
Right.
Imagine if it worked like that.
Right.
That would be amazing. Yeah. We have to make it to the Super Bowl. We have to make it to the Super Bowl. All right, everyone, we almost have our amazing guest, Katie, coming over, and she's going to address one of your hottest questions, the hottest question of the month. Stay tuned for that. We also have incredible trivia, and she has chosen an amazing piece of merch for the trivia. So stay tuned for that. Fuljens, how about, before we get into it, we talk about Apple, because Apple has been hot as the merch that we're going to be giving away today.
Let's talk about Apple. Oh, let's just get right into it.
Yes, let's get right into it, because I want to show the, yes, there we go. So, exactly, right. What do we all think about this? Supposedly Apple's prototype, here we go. Apple's prototype could be the iPhone Flip and iPad Fold. How is that? iPad is gonna look like a nice little purse.
Listen, I'm no complaints on my end if this.
No, for that's gonna look like a compact thing, but the iPad's gonna look like a purse, folded. I'm down.
I am down too.
I'm totally down for it. So let's hear. Well, I don't know, what do you all think about this? Here. The prototype looks good. I like it. Right?
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
If that's what it's gonna look like. It looks pretty cool to me. No complaints here.
Hello, Steve. And we have, her, I agree, her was amazing. And yes, Steve, we all won $7 million. And if they give it to you first, remember that your favorite show is Ecamm Network News. Here we go. All right.
Halftime gave me nostalgic feels. Oh yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, definitely. They took it back. They took it back.
All right. So let's you have
in regards to the folding iPhone.
Let's talk about let's continue with Apple real quick, and let's talk about the iPhone updates that are coming up. I am liking a couple of them, and we wanted to share with you as well, because this looks like it's going to be pretty hot. Fuljens.
Yeah, definitely. So this is pretty awesome.
That's the one that I like the most.
Yeah. This is right on the money right here. Apple Podcast transcripts, starting with iOS 17.4. The Apple Podcast app now offers transcripts for podcasts, allowing listeners to read the full text of an episode, search for a specific word or phrase, and tap on the text to jump to a certain part of an episode.
Yeah, look at that. That is that part right there is great. I'm all for that. I will update just for Apple Podcast transcripts, because we can use it for multitude of things.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And also there's some cool changes coming to CarPlay. We covered the emojis last week. There's some pretty cool emojis there. My favorite is the Phoenix Rising. I love the Phoenix Rising. I don't get the head shaking thing, because it's just like a head with little swishy things on there. And I don't know if my CarPlay is going to take these new features, but I'm really excited about the new CarPlay options as well.
Yeah. So here we go. So the phone, the prototype that they have is a prototype as always, just like before the 12 came out that they have prototypes, and before the 14 came out that they have prototypes. It's the same thing, right? So everybody just comes up with a prototype, and it comes kind of close because the 12 was pretty close to what it was when it first came out. So if it is like that, that will be great. If it's not, I guess we'll stay tuned to find out what they come out with. Fuljens, let's go into our next segment, which is our incredible guest who is going to be talking to us about everything that has to do with Ecamm. And who is she? Katie Fawkes. Katie is the director of marketing at Ecamm, where she gets to work alongside some of the most amazing live streamers, podcasters, and content creators out there. And she's helping them reach their goal and grow their business through video and live streaming.
In addition to heading up Ecamm's marketing team, Katie's also the co-host of the video podcast, The Flow.
Yay! And without further ado, here is Katie. Welcome to Internet. Fam, please let's welcome Katie. She is the one and only, the one behind all of us, the one who just keeps everything straight at Ecamm. Katie, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so fun to be back on the show. It's been a while. I feel like it's my fault entirely, but it's been a while.
It has been. So, Katie, before we get into what is going on in the world of Ecamm, let's go straight on and talk to our fam about what is going on with how the announcement that Facebook just came out with, how is that going to be affecting us who are users of Ecamm Live?
Yeah, so you may have seen in the community, we posted an official statement, and lots of our favorite creators, from Adrian to Luria to Ian to Stephanie to more, have been posting all of their kind of reaction videos to Meta's announcement. In case you haven't heard, what this means is that Meta is going to make some updates to the Facebook groups specifically, and what it's going to do is block all third-party tools like Ecamm, unfortunately, from accessing the group's API. So this means that you're not going to be able to live stream using Ecamm into a Facebook group as of the end of April. There's been a lot of noise about it, and obviously a lot of people are feeling really upset, and there's a little bit of panic and people have a lot of feelings, but I would really urge you to do a couple of things. One, make a different plan. None of us should be highly reliant on one particular channel, especially a channel we don't own. So, as hard as it is, I would definitely explore some other options out there. There's great tools like Circle and Mighty Network and Discord, where you'll still be able to use Ecamm and use virtual camera and a number of different options. So definitely explore and take a look at what other things are out there. The second thing is that Facebook might make changes. We have no idea what the pushback and the results will be of everyone's, outrage at this update. So hang in there. Don't rely on them making a change, but hang in there and let's wait and see what they have to say and what happens in the next couple of months as Facebook responds. So far, they have literally only this as a statement to developers on their developer blog. So this is not like a huge announcement that's come from Meta. We don't have any more information other than like one line item within their developer blog. And the third thing that's really important to remember is that live streaming is not leaving Facebook groups. So you absolutely can still go live into a Facebook group. You just won't be able to use tools like Ecamm to do it. So that might mean that you live stream using Facebook Live Producer and use RTMP. You lose some of the features, but you still get access to your community. Or you could do what we do, which is we don't often, if ever, live stream into our Facebook group. We point people back towards streams that we host on LinkedIn and on YouTube and the other platforms where it's a little bit easier. So I guess what I would really, really just say to you is that there's a lot of noise right now about this. Justifiably, there's a lot of panic out there. We promise that we will send updates as we see them from Meta, but we're really committed to making sure that we're stopping any kind of spread of misinformation and anything that's going to cause fear or issues within our community. It's our job to protect all of you and to make sure that you're getting the most accurate, up-to-date information. And unfortunately, right now, we just don't have a lot of info. We have literally a line in a developer blog that says that they're making changes to the API as of April 22nd. So hang in there with us, but definitely spend this time in the next little bit while we're waiting and seeing to take a look at what other options are out there, because Facebook continues to be a rented space for all of us. We do not own this space. We don't have control over it. And it's going to change over the years, and they are in it for themselves, and they are in it for protecting their users. So they're doing what's best for them as business.
Yeah, that's right. We have a question from George related to.
Hey, George. Yeah. So George is asking, does that also include streaming to Facebook from the Zoom app? So to my knowledge, this only affects Facebook groups. So this does not affect Facebook pages or profiles, at least at this point. It only affects the groups API. So it's only any app that's connecting into groups. And it's beyond just live streaming, by the way. So this also affects like scheduling tools like a Hootsuite and Agorapulse, any kind of tool that is providing a service or a feature within a group. So the answer to your question, George, is yes. If you are streaming from Zoom into a Facebook group, no other apps other than Facebook are going to have any kind of access into those groups. But no, if you're talking about a page, pages are still fine.
There we go. Awesome. And I believe it was we just got comment from hello Tanya.
Hello, Tanya. Good
Hello,
to see
Tanya. So okay, all right, Katie. So here's there have been a lot of, this is what we can expect. This is a trend for social media, for platforms, for YouTube has an incredible trend that it's already had been super hot. But what about podcasting? Like, what kind of trends have you seen? Especially you just came from the big PodFest, the big conference.
Yeah.
So what kind of trends did you see there that we can expect to see in that genre?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think the biggest thing for everyone to know in the podcasting space is that it's a really fast-paced, growing space. So, you have a number of people who have had audio-only podcasts for a long time, or even for the last couple of years, and they're trying to figure out how they can move into the video space. And then you have people like many of you who, have a great background in the video space and are trying to figure out, okay, but how do I make my show into a podcast, or do I start a new podcast? So there's still a lot of growth and a lot of questions as people are trying to figure out the best way to reach their audiences and to be able to grow their businesses and in some cases have a fun hobby on the side. But yeah, there was definitely a lot of people, talking about sort of the kind of big picture workflows, how to use tools in the AI space to be able to make a lot of this easier and more efficient, to really understand your audiences better. But certainly from our perspective, video continues to be, at the absolute top of what people are looking for, and video podcasting is certainly not going anywhere anytime soon. I think we're going to see we're going to continue to see a really big merging of live streaming and recording videos and podcasting, as it just kind of becomes one show in a number of different, formats and places where you can put it, instead of thinking about it as, this is my podcast and this is my live show and these are my recorded videos. I think people are really trying to find ways to make it all a seamless process, so that wherever their audience is, they're getting to consume that content and spend time with their favorite people.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Was there a particular service or product or anything like that stood out to you the most at PodFest?
Gosh, I mean, for me, I came out of there. So 2 products, and this is because I spent time with a lot of product developers and businesses as well. So this is not even just entirely from sessions, but spending time with people. One is an amazing Instagram product called Stampede Social, which Stephanie introduced us to a few months back at this point. But we got to hang out with Jeff. So shout out to Jeff, our new friend at Stampede Social. Doc is going to bring Jeff on to do a masterclass so that you guys can all dive deep into what this tool does. But in short, it really allows you to get a ton more metrics and access to your audience on Instagram, and it allows you to leverage Instagram comments in really clever ways. So you can do things like run really immediate and fun, engaging giveaways. You can immediately access and send people into an Instagram direct message. So there's this neat feature where you can generate a QR code if you're presenting, say, at an event. And when people scan the QR code, it automatically drops them into your Instagram DM so that you can chat back and forth with them. So it's just a lot of really like neat things happening in that space. And I think Instagram is going to continue to be an interesting space for people to play around with, especially, you know, with Ecamm adding comments soon, coming down the pipe. Sneak peek comments. So Stampede Social was one, and then the other one that Paul has been helping me and the team has been helping me play around with is a tool called Cast Magic. This is another one of these like AI magic tools that does literally everything. So you drop in your video, and it actually pulls from the audio, but it pulls the transcript and oh my gosh, it gives you like time markers for clips. It does it really is magical. It does chapters for YouTube videos. You can get like notes to make a PDF. It'll like give you text for an email sequence that you want to do. It does almost everything. And what's really powerful, I think, about this particular tool is that it gives you a templated bank of prompts. So if you've been sitting here being like, oh, you know, I never like the prompts are the hardest part, figuring out the best inputs to give to AI to be able to get the best output. And so what's nice about that tool is that they have like sets of prompts that are really easy for a beginner to understand and are broken up by what you're trying to do. So, you know, hey, I'm a podcaster. I'm trying to repurpose my podcast. Or, hey, I sit in a lot of meetings. I really want to be able to, you know, be better with my meeting notes. Or, hey, I'm a coach, or I'm a YouTuber. And you can mix things back and forth. But this is a tool we've just started exploring, and I think it's going to be really powerful. It pulls together a lot of what's fantastic about, you know, tools like Descript and Opus and ChatGPT in kind of one space. So it's one to watch, definitely. Cast Magic.
All right, and it sounds like it. Cast Magic.
That's awesome.
Puts
I know, it's
everything together. That's awesome. And speaking of magic, you know, I know I've said this to you before, you know, behind the scenes, but I am so proud of everything that the entire marketing team has done, but especially you, because when we first started going to the People of Video, and you were, you know, we participated and you were so excited about everything. And then it was like, okay, you've got this amazing idea of Creator Camp, and that was last year. And I just have to say again, one more time, is amazing what you put together and the marketing team at Ecamm put together with you. It's just incredible. It was beyond everything. It's like you got everything from all other conferences plus more and made it. Yeah. It's just so. Let's talk about Creator Camp, because Creator Camp is coming back again, and we're all excited about it. So take it away, Katie.
Oh my gosh. Well, I would say huge shout out originally to Doc, who I know is watching, and to Diana. I think this actually was a hijacked idea from a conversation that Doc and Diana had, where they just wanted to kind of get people together. You know, we kept going to all of these events, and we would hear over and over again that like the best part of the event wasn't the sessions, wasn't the event itself. It was hallway track. That's what, you know, everyone, Doc and all of the gang were calling it. But yeah, the idea you just really want to be able to spend time with each other and learn alongside each other and get to network, and, you know, everyone being at different levels is really helpful to kind of see, you know, like where you're at and where you can be and how you can help other people. And so Creator Camp was really born out of that. I mean, there's so many people that brought that event to life. So I definitely can't take credit for the incredible thing that it became, from, you know, the counselors to the workshop leaders to all the attendees who believed in us for our first year event and showed up enthusiastically to camp with us with our crazy concept. But But it was a lot of fun. And I think the again, kind of as you said, the magic in an event like that is that we intentionally keep it small, and we plan to do the same thing this year, so that you really can spend time with people who you maybe have only seen or chatted with online. Maybe it's people like Anna and Fuljens who you've watched week after week, but you've never met. Like it's a great chance to be able to actually build relationships with people that go way past, the event itself. Huge props to Neil and Lisa and Mark, who started their own show on the other side of Creator Camp. So the relationships that came out of it have been really fantastic. And mark your calendars. We have committed to our dates. So we are there. We are doing it again, October 15 through 18. 15 through 18. We will be opening up tickets soon. But for right now, save the dates on that for it, because we'd love to see you. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah, and is it still just 100 again?
So we'll see. I think we can maybe go as high as 110, maybe 120. I don't really want to push it too much higher than that. Steve's asking, is it in the same location? Yes, it's in the same location. We're probably going to switch up some of the individual locations. We're renting out an entire hotel this time, which I think will give us a lot more flexibility. But yeah, so we need to keep it small. That's where the magic is. So, please mark your calendars if it's important to you. We're going to do everything we can to make sure that everyone who wants to be there can get there. But it will sell out.
It would be right, exactly. It will be the event. So if you have one event that you're like, okay, I just have this should be it. This should be your event to come to Creator Camp. So start saving. You already know the dates, so save the dates, and then now start saving, because the town of Amesbury is beautiful and the activities are amazing. The food is great, so you're gonna want to hang out through all of those spaces. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have everybody chiming in for
I know. And people like Lala, who came all the way from the Philippines. People like Alex from Thailand. I was blown when we started looking at the list of attendees. I was like, wow, all right. We had people from the UK. We had people. Neil came in from Portugal. Really a global event. Daniel from Canada, Kat from Canada. We had people from all over the world. So it was humbling, that's for sure, to see kind of people coming in from all over the place. So it was
and then to see Ken and Glenn also. So the same thing is oh my gosh, I can't believe, and it was so genuine, right?
Definitely.
When they were you all came to our town to see us.
Yeah, they were so happy.
Yeah. It was great.
I think Glenn was like, is anyone going to buy a ticket? I was like, they're going to buy tickets. He's like, what if they don't buy a ticket? I was like, no, they're going to buy tickets. So it was I think really fun to get to prove. I think it's one thing to see the Ecamm Fam come alive, in Discord and in these chats and in the Facebook community. But it is a little scary to commit to to tell all these venues that we're going to bring 100 people in, and to put down payments on things and the planning phase, and be like, I hope people show up. So it was exciting to really see not only do people show up, but the enthusiasm and the readiness to learn, and and just the excitement to be with each other in real life was just so fun to watch.
Yeah. So Doc beat me to it. Are we able to see Mr. Garrison this year?
So if you're like, what is happening here? So last year we split up because we were a large group, and we hadn't really proved that we could bring the amount of people that we had. There are 2 hotels in Amesbury, and then there's a number in the town next to us. So we put all of our counselors and workshop leaders and staff in a different hotel because there wasn't enough room. There wasn't enough room in the inn for the rest of us. But the hotel that we stayed at, it was in Newburyport, which is next door, and it was supposedly haunted. And I felt so bad because I was like, oh, haunted. Everything in New England is haunted. My house is hundreds of years old. So I was like, everything is haunted. But Mary Lou actually had a haunted experience. So I don't know if we'll go back there, because I felt really bad that she was like, no, I'm scared. This is not okay.
No, okay, so Paul, The room that was haunted was 408, which was the room that we were in. And
That
we
is so funny.
later found out a whole bunch of reviews have been written about that specific room.
Right, and who haunts the room?
Put you specifically there. We knew you could handle it.
They really didn't bother us that much. But no, when we were checking out, actually, Doc claimed 408. So Doc gets to stay in 408.
There you go. By himself, while the rest of us are in the newer hotel.
So what do you say we go to the first trivia, and then Katie's going to announce the incredible merch that we are giving away today. So if we can pull up the merch store so that we can check it out first, and then we have 3 trivias for you. So you get 3 chances of winning this incredible merch that is
They're
going
hard,
to.
so good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So here is the merch.
Pulling up
We're-
the merch. Pulling up the merch. Oh, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be
Roll.
good. The suspense.
The suspense. And it is.
Oh no, we're zoomed in.
You're zoomed in. You're zoomed in. Here we go.
There
we go. It was like a sneak peek.
That was a sneak
Ecamm
peek.
Fam joggers. These are I have been living in the. It's kind of embarrassing how much I have been spending time in these, and none of you can see it because I'm sitting. This is actually I think, the first day that I'm not wearing them, but I have them in red. They are so comfortable. The one thing I will say is that they're like a little. They're meant to be snug on the bottom part of your leg, like your thigh, not your thigh, the lower part.
The lower-
I'm not in it.
Your calf?
They're-
The
lower
calf?
part of your
They're
leg.
tapered.
Yeah, the calf. There you
The
go.
calf?
There you go.
Okay.
They're tapered. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that's
So.
good
Yeah. For those who like tapered
for those who like
pants.
taper pants, or you just get a bigger size. But that's good to know, Katie, so that then when you're ordering, then you know. But let's go to the first trivia. So it is Black History Month, so we have 1 trivia for you related to Black History Month. So here we go.
Good luck. Which of these publications significantly impacted the Black arts movement of the 1960s and early 1970s?
No Googling, no arcing, no perplexity.
Googling aloud.
No Googling, no arcing, no perplexitying, no Geminiing, no Clauding.
No phoning a friend.
Right, exactly. Let's see, we did say it was a little bit hard. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, this
Let's
is a tough
see.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some answers though. We got some answers.
Yeah.
They're coming in.
I don't know if they're right because I don't know the answer to this one. But I'm rooting for all of you.
All right.
Ooh, let's see.
This was tough. This was tough.
It was tough.
All right. Well, we gave a little extra time, right?
We did. Yeah.
And the correct answer is, let's bring this down a little bit. The correct answer is Black World.
I mean,
So, Negro Digest, which is later named Black World, was crucial to the Black arts movement. It gave African American writers, poets, artists, and thinkers a place to share their work and thoughts.
this helped create a strong sense of community and support among Black artists and intellectuals, greatly helping the movement grow and become influential.
Yes.
Black World.
Black World. And let's see. We have a winner, actually.
Yeah, we do.
Johnny.
All right, Johnny.
Yay!
We
Oh, you're
gotta
gonna look
see
great
you.
in these pants.
Exactly right. We're gonna see you on those bands, Johnny. You take a picture and post it in the community. Post your calves just to make sure.
Calves.
Oh, love it. I got to
Congratulations.
hang out with Johnny when I was at
Yeah.
Podfest. It was so fun to meet him in real life. Real life.
Right? Awesome. Yeah. And John, to claim your prize.
Well, we'll let Katie say it.
Yeah, right. Oh, sure.
Email me. You have to guess my email address. No, just kidding. Email marketing@ecamm.com and we'll send you the link so you can grab your pants.
Yeah. All right. So that's the first thing. So everyone, so you know how if you have been following Katie and you know all of that she's doing, that at first when Katie first joined, she used to say, she was shy about getting into podcasts and into video, and it wasn't her favorite things to do, right? But do you know that Katie was actually very active in the pop culture community, everyone. And she used to create websites. She used to interview people. I mean, she actually interviewed Mandy Moore. Mandy Moore, for those of you who do not know Mandy Moore was, Katie, take it away and please let us know how you interview. And what's a video?
Yeah. So it was not video. No, I was writing articles. That is how old I am. I was writing articles for an online music magazine that my parents were like, okay, your magazine that you're writing. So it was, you can take whether or not it was legit. I actually can't even remember the name of the magazine. That's how embarrassing that moment is. But Mandy Moore, if you don't know her, is these days an incredibly famous actress. When I met her and interviewed her, she had just released her, I think, first song, Candy. So she was a singer first, a teen pop singer, and then became like this icon that she is today. So, and she was as shy as I was when I first started doing video. I asked if I could have an autographed poster because we were doing a raffle afterwards, and she started writing her name and got embarrassed and scribbled it out and then wrote it again and then scribbled it out and then wrote it the third time. So she was, I mean, we were both teens and she was fabulous, but it was kind of nice to see that even celebrities are like, oh, this is kind of scary and weird and I don't know if I like this.
Yeah, but that was, I mean, but look at you, right? So you've been doing all of that behind the scenes, but it's definitely, and I agree with you, it's not the same as when you get in video, like in front of video.
No.
But you, right? But so talk to us about, like, do you have, when you first, because this is something that we see in the community a lot, right? This is something like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go live. And they're like, oh, I've been watching behind the scenes, but I'm afraid to go live. I pre-record, etc. So for you, Katie, what was it? Do you have a specific thing that you did before, like, let me do this, or you just went for it?
Well, it was a few things. One, I was literally hired to start a live show with all of the incredible influencers, many of whom you see today in the community, that Ken and Glenn had met at when they had gone out to social media marketing world. So people like Adrian and Stephanie and Diana and Luria, they were emailing back and forth with Ken and they were like, we'd be happy to be on a live show with you. And Ken and Glenn were like, hard pass. Let's hire someone to figure out like who can do this. So I joined the team with like initially as a contractor, and that was the project that I was, tasked to start with, was to start a live show. And so this show, Meet the Pros, was born. You can go back and watch the episodes. They are a playlist on our YouTube. But it took me a while. And thankfully, Ken and Glenn are incredible because I'm sure they could see my fear. And Midori, huge shout out to one of our customer support mavens. She's incredible. But she was like, I'll take a couple. We can all rotate. I was like, oh, thank goodness. So I think I was like episode probably 4 or 5 by the time that I actually worked up the courage to do it. And what made it easier for me, I think, and it took a while. It took probably, 10 episodes before I even felt kind of comfortable. I still have butterflies here and there, but what made it better for me is that, one, incredibly supportive team members who were there kind of cheering me on and helping get everything else set up and helping with the tech. 2, the people who showed up said really nice things in the chat. Don't underestimate the power of like planting a couple of friends in the chat to be like, oh, you look great. Good question. Like, it really, oh, that was really helpful. Like, it really actually calmed me down to see the comments, to see the live comments, and to be like, moments where I was like, oh, that was a stupid thing to ask, or I second guessing myself and what I was thinking, seeing the comments come through and being able to have a conversation with another person. I'm still not great by myself live, but being, in conversations with other people, I feel pretty comfortable these days. And I think that's the difference for me between live and recorded videos. I'm still terrible at recorded videos because I'm by myself. I don't really know what to do. There's no support system there telling me that it's good. And then I keep, I literally, as you were starting the show, I was like, oh, I have 10 extra minutes. I'll record a little promo clip for my personal podcast. And it's so easy. It's like a 30-second clip. And I just have to say 3 facts about a movie I watched. And I recorded 5 of them. I was like, I hate that. And stopped. And then I was like, why did I looked down. They could tell I was reading. Stop. The permission to stop a recording or pause a recording is my kryptonite. I can't I needed to not have that as a choice. I needed to just be able to power through.
Yeah, that I agree with you. I agree with you on that. It's just okay, go through it just like if you were live. And yeah, but it doesn't work still.
Right. No, we don't have these issues when we go live.
Well, we do.
I have to record it live with a friend. I literally force shout out to my best friend Natalie. She sits often in random unlisted live streams because I just I will not. I'm like, did that sound okay? And I'm sure she's just watching movies and be like, looks good! Exclamation mark. But it makes a difference, and it calms me down, and I'm able to record video that way by just actually doing it live, so I know that I can't stop. I have to get all the way through.
Right. Yeah, and that's it. That's what it is. So what about you, fam? What do you feel about the recording versus live streaming?
Yeah.
And then we have our second trivia.
Let's go. So this trivia is Ecamm related.
It is it Ecamm related?
Yeah,
Well, it's sort of Ecamm related, but
it's Ecamm trivia.
Okay, I thought we were going to Katie.
We'll save that for last.
No one's gonna get that one, so we'll save it to the end.
All right, here is the next trivia. True or false? When using Ecamm, you have to be in demo mode in order to share your desktop.
Ooh, this is a good one. I know this one. I won't.
I know we should do the would you like to phone a friend?
I know, yeah, exactly. You can't phone me. I'm live right now. Phone Doc, he knows.
Right. Chris Stone, hello. Good to see you here.
Hey, Chris.
Bernat, hello. Wayne Roberts, hello. G. Albert, hello. A lot of people tuning in. All right. Yeah, this was actually pretty easy for the Ecamm Fam, apparently.
Good for them.
It just came down to a matter of
who did it first.
Who did it first.
And it wasn't they took it out.
Right. The first correct answer is, well, let's just make sure.
It looks like Jeremy to me. It looks like Jeremy.
One snuck in before, and that is Matt Haas.
Oh, Matt, I'm sorry, Jeremy. Oh, yeah, I see.
Matt has been on a roll,
Matt has been on a roll.
Yes, Matt.
Way to go.
How does he claim his prize, Katie?
Well, Matt, you need to email me, marketing@ecamm.com.
There you go.
That's it.
And then you get it. Congratulations.
That is it.
So we're gonna go to Katie's trivia immediately, because we have some things. I have some questions that I want answered.
Follow-up questions.
Yes, I have some follow-up questions that can only happen after this. So everyone, Katie was the fan, an incredible fan of this boy band, and you need to name them. right? You need to name the band. So here we go.
Canadian boy band. No Googling. And
No
asking Nat.
Googling. All right, here we go. Name the band.
Oof, this is tough.
Oh man, I wish I
at
could just
them.
sing their songs to you right now, but
Go ahead, Katie. I will join you. I listened to a couple of them.
I've converted you into a fan. Incredible.
Yes, you did.
Everyone is like, "What is Katie?"
Yeah. No Googling. Just take your
I'll sit this one out.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men. Backstreet Boys.
98 degrees. You know?
The Brady Male Bunch.
They're not muscular enough to be 98 degrees. Come on now, Robert.
There's some of them who's like in the same era. Thing.
Yeah.
The Wonders.
Additional fun fact: 3 of these are triplets, and 1 is an older brother. These are all brothers. Yeah.
Just in case you needed that. Here we go. Is that Ken on the left?
It does look like a young.
Yeah,
they
it
do
does.
look like young Ken and Glenn.
The oatmeals? Oh my gosh, what in the world? Okay, here we go. So yeah, so we did tell you that it was going to be a little hard.
Shall we reveal the name?
Not yet.
before?
We're not
Okay.
revealing the name yet. So we're going to give them a second chance.
Okay.
Take a look at the picture again, please. Take a look at the picture. Let's put the picture on the screen. And then now from their faces, who was Katie's favorite? Just look at the faces. Who
Which one
was
is my
Katie's
favorite?
favorite?
So did he answer like 1,
Right,
2,
Chris?
3, or 4?
They are very dreamy. I'm with you. I still
So you can say the one on the gray. Well, they're all wearing gray, but
Or 1, 2, 3, or 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
A, B, C, D.
Yeah. From left to right.
From left to right.
From left to right. Who was Katie's favorite? Here we go. We're gonna put the. Okay.
We have 2 for 2.
We have 2 for 2. Okay. Here we go. Okay, continue. Look at
The
them.
guy with the frosted tips. Black shirt, says Johnny.
Hey, you
The
guys,
dude
this
in
was
all
the
black.
90s, okay? Give me a break. This was the late 90s.
Long hair on the right.
Okay, on the right. Okay, let's
Number
see.
2 says Tanya. Black T says AG. Number 3 from the
Should
left.
Should
look
I
at
embarrass Nat and tell you Nat's favorite? Because
Yeah. Let's get what's Nat's favorite. Which one is it?
Nat's favorite is Scott, and Scott is the second from the left.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's got me
So
looking cute.
they go Dave, Scott, Clint, and Bob.
Okay,
Tell
all
me their
right.
band name.
So let's come up with Katie, and then the Katie answer. Who was her favorite?
I'm just laughing my head off at all of these answers. So my favorite is the one all the way on the left. But now I'm embarrassed because you said it looks like Ken. So the band is called the Moffats, which Doc guessed because he spent too much time with me. Although he spelled their name wrong, so he doesn't get any pants.
So there we go. So nobody got Dave.
Oh, Doc.
Then nobody guessed it.
yeah.
No,
Oh
this
my
is- this is
gosh.
really
Nobody
tough.
guessed it. None of
Nobody
you know my
guessed it.
type. Good grief. My favorite boy band type.
So okay, so Katie, you gotta come up with another question that maybe for the fam so that they can
Oh my
win
goodness.
something in there.
I know. I feel like I give away a lot of information about myself, so I tried to make it hard, but then I made it
Yeah.
too hard.
Yeah. Look. Oh my gosh, Doc is like, I want to Photoshop Ken and
Oh
Glenn.
no! This will ruin my childhood crushes.
Yeah,
I don't
don't
want
do
my
it.
Ken and Glenn's
Don't
faces
do
on
it.
there.
And then Nat said that they are Canadian hot. Okay.
Yeah,
Canadian.
Nat and I have a joke now. This is no offense to actual Canadians. So Canadians like Daniel, cover your ears. But we now joke when we watch TV or we see things. We're like, that guy's hot and that guy's Canadian hot.
Okay.
Hot to us, but maybe not to Americans or other people. So the Moffats are Canadian hot.
Look at that. Okay. Oh,
Yes, there you go, Chris.
I'll take Canadian.
All right, so
water.
I need another fun fact. Well, I think I sent you the year that my house was built.
Yes.
Rounded up to the tens, so people could get closest
That's a good one.
one to the year my house was built. Could take it.
Yes.
That is a good
Okay.
one.
So let's see. Yeah, but how can they? Because the ones who are following you will kind of know this situation, but
So there we go. We'll see who gets it.
yeah.
Not Doc.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, not Doc. Not
Everyone else is allowed to enter.
Okay, so Katie, go ahead with a question. How was round up to the 10th, right? What year?
What year was my house built?
Yes. Okay, music,
The
please.
closest will.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Some answers.
Yes. Oh, okay. Here we go. Some answers. I like it.
Yeah.
They're coming in.
Yeah, fast. Look at them. Okay.
If
All
it's
right.
helpful, I live in New England. Just saying.
And she likes reading books.
I like reading books. Yeah. It's helpful. I like books. I have fireplaces.
from the Shakespearean.
I have wood walls.
Hints.
Let's do it, fam. Okay. Wow.
Oh no! See, no one's got it yet.
Yeah,
Right.
and we couldn't even like give it to the closest because there's nobody close in here.
Oh! We're getting
Oh,
closer.
oh.
We're getting closer.
Oh,
Let's see.
that was the New
Okay.
England comment. Okay.
New England old. It's New England old.
Keep going.
We're getting
Yeah.
closer. All right, we'll give a couple more seconds and then we'll choose the closest because we have a couple
Yeah.
that
Okay,
are
I think
in
we
the-
got something, a closer, right? That hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
close. Replacement answer. Oh, I take it back. I have a different answer.
All right, so I think we got it, Fuljens Henry.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's stop.
All right, I think from what I'm seeing here that the closest is with the closest is it just moved on me. Robert McArthur.
Let's see.
1760.
Yeah, no, there's another one. There was a 17, you know what? Let's search.
1777.
Yeah.
But 1760 is closer, so.
Yeah. Do you find it?
I think
Look
his
at
is
it here.
the
17.
closest.
Robert?
Yeah, Robert McArthur.
Yep.
There you go. Yep. Just trying to pull
So
it up.
mine
Hold
was
on,
built
just
in the
pull it
1730s is the answer to that.
Very close.
Question.
There we go. Okay, 17.
up.
All
Very
right.
close.
There we go. Okay, Robert.
America wasn't even a country and people were living here. It's pretty crazy.
Right? That look at that. And your house is just beautiful and it has no ghosts, right?
I haven't heard any. I don't believe in ghosts, so I think they could be here, I guess. It wouldn't really bug me.
So Katie, let's go back to the Muppets, please, because
Wait, but first, Robert, congratulations. You won.
Congratulations. Email marketing@ecamm.com and we will send you your pants. Unless you're from Scotland, which pants means underwear, so we'll send you your trousers.
oh wow, okay. So it's 8:00 real quick. So you said that you had autographed posters and things of the Muppets, right?
Yeah. You want me to show you? You want me to
Yes.
pop it up. Hang on, wait. I have this one in the way first. 1 sec. So before that, Titanic. Check
Oh
it
my
out.
gosh.
Titanic. That's for my movie podcast.
That is great.
I'm about to knock things over here, and then here we go.
Look at
There's
them.
my signed Muppets. See how much cooler they look in this? Look at it. He's really cool looking, and see much cooler.
They are.
yeah.
They're looking really cool.
Like rock stars.
And you said that they knew you, right? Like because you built a website about them and all these things, right?
Yeah. If you're crazy enough and persistent enough, you can meet anyone. I started building a website solely because I thought it would be really fun to, like, at the time it was on Angel Fire, if you want to get that old with me. I built a website on Angel Fire, and then I bought a domain, and then I started learning how to build more on, I think it was called Front Page at the time, a Microsoft product.
Yeah, Front Page.
And it got really, really big, and we sold swag for it. So the beginnings of Ecamm merch, Katie, started on that website. It was fun. It was a community of people, and we went to all kinds of concerts all over the place. I broke my poor father's heart. He took me to the Calgary Stampede, and he was so excited to, like, look at, like, cowboys and horses and stampede stuff, but the Moffats were playing. So instead I spent the entire time at the concert, and he was like, "You didn't see any cowboys. You were just here for the band." So Steve, it was a fine line between groupie and stalker. I was definitely riding that line, but it was fun, and it's been fun watching them now, because they're still incredibly popular in Malaysia and the Philippines, and actually maybe Lala knows them more than so it's been fun. It's been fun. Now with social media, you can actually just, like, listen to their music and just be a normal fan versus a crazy website teenager.
That is awesome. Do you think that if you reached out for them to come to the VHS Club, even though it's not a movie but it is the area, do you think that they will come? No?
I don't know if they would. I mean, they were fairly famous in Canada. They could recognize me at the time as a person that owned one of their fan sites, but it wasn't like we were friends. I couldn't call in any favors for them to hang out with me. They knew me more than Mandy Moore did, but not at the level where they're gonna hang out.
Oh my gosh. But if you all want to continue to hang out with Katie, she's actually going to be live. She has a whole show about podcasting. Katie, go ahead and let them know where they can find you.
Well, you can catch Doc and I tomorrow and every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. We do the live recording of the Flow podcast, where we talk all about podcasting, and Doc shares all of his knowledge, and I take all the tips and do all the fun things with them. Tomorrow we're talking with Kenya Kelly all about vertical video and how to repurpose vertical videos. So it's going to be a really fun show. She's fantastic. So I have all the questions about how to use TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts better. And then if you want to geek out over 90s movies with me, come hang out with Nat and I on most Thursday nights. we hang out at 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube for our live recording, or you can listen or watch whenever you want. But that show is called the VHS Club Podcast.
Yeah, look at it right there.
Yeah, there you go. And because I learned from the Flow, I built a pod page website for the VHS Club. So you can go to the VHSClubPod.com. See, I'm learning right there with you, everyone.
Yeah,
that's what I preach. Yeah.
I love it. All right, so we have what are we playing? What is Doc asking us?
Please share
Chris's epic video. Well, we may have to watch that. That might have to happen.
Oh, this is definitely. So thank you, Doc, for sharing that link. This is where Chris goes into detail on how to take hands-free screenshots with Ecamm and your Elgato Stream Deck. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, look at him. He's like, I figured this out. I love it.
And for those that don't know, there's a new feature in Ecamm where you can take screenshots directly inside of Ecamm. You can go to recordings on the main menu, and you can do save photo, which is Shift Command G. So Chris gives you a better workflow than just actually using a keyboard and typing Shift Command G and all that good stuff. So check out that video. It's awesome.
Yeah. Katie, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for being you and sharing all your experiences, and I'm putting a lot of dots together about you now that I know about you and the muffins, you know? I'm like, okay.
I'm going to regret sharing this embarrassing moment publicly with all of my friends, but that's all right. I'm going to run it out.
It's a good thing, though. It's a good thing because I'm telling Fuljens, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, it's like, yes, Katie. And then now you sharing all, your experiences. So it's fascinating to see how our trajectory, for example, like when we are growing up and the things that we do are actually leading us to where we, right, our path. And we don't even know it. Because look at what, you're like, okay, magazine and you're writing, you're blogging. But then look at, you're ended up where you're supposed to be because you're doing amazing what you're doing, whether it is video or marketing and writing. That's your thing. So thank you so much for everything that you do for us and sharing your knowledge with all of us.
Oh, it's always so fun to hang out. And please, all of you, tag me in posts and send me emails. I love getting to see what everyone is doing and creating. It's amazing what you are all accomplishing. So congratulations, everyone.
Yeah. Yes. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Anna He.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And you're watching Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. Have a great Monday and a good week. Bye.
Bye.
Got the alcohol, I let you.